Hello guys, this is the Vysh Explain series, and today you would have seen this news everywhere in social media and all the places. Rahul Gandhi cannot stand in elections till 2031, that is like 8 years from now, and no longer he is a Wayanad MP. Wayanad is a place in Kerala, and why he is disqualified from Lok Sabha. So many doubts are there, and in UPSC perspective, there are a lot of things to know. Okay, there are a lot many clauses and lot many articles and laws passed by Parliament, IPC sections, and even history of like what happened. Okay, so all these things we'll discuss in detail today. So this also is an interesting thing which I'll tell you in the end of this video. The ordinance Rahul Gandhi tore could have saved him. Okay, like if you remember in 2013, he publicly came to a press conference and he tore a paper, okay, a piece of paper, and threw it in the air, and then just walked out in like full style, like he told some dialogues and all and went. So maybe you don't remember those days. You may not be even preparing for UPSC 2013 time it is, when Congress was in power actually. So he something which Manmohan Singh had done, he had actually taken that paper and thrown. Okay, so what is this issue and how that could have, if he had not done this, today he would not have to suffer. That thing we'll explain at the end of this video, okay, because it's about saving him. So now what happened is he has got this notice from the Lok Sabha, the official notice from Lok Sabha Secretariat, you can tell. So I'll read out for you the important points everywhere. So see, Rahul Gandhi, member of Lok Sabha representing this Wayanad parliamentary constituency of Kerala, stands disqualified from the membership of Lok Sabha from the date of his conviction, that is 23 March, that is yesterday onwards. He is not part of Lok Sabha, he is not an MP. So the provisions are Article 102 of the Constitution and Section 8 of the Representation of People Act 1951. So each this article and this act in detail I will teach you with the clauses, because that is what is relevant for UPSC students. Okay, so this copy was forwarded to the MP. Here it's written ex-MP. Okay, so they have officially told it he's an ex-MP. He's no longer an MP. He is not considered a member of parliament from the Wayanad constituency. Okay. So Congress leader Rahul Gandhi was disqualified from the Lok Sabha. This is a newspaper. Okay. So after being convicted 2 years in jail in a defamation case over his Modi surname remark. So this happened in 2019. Now in 2023, the verdict has come, and because of that only this happened. So how is this? How can you disqualify a person all of a sudden like that? Is it valid? Is it done through the laws, the provisions? Everything we'll see. Okay. Complete thing, it is politics only, but it has been done as per the law only. Okay, even though you can tell like it is maybe speeded up. Okay, but it's actually not speeded up, because that is what Shashi Tharoor has tweeted, like, I am stunned by this action and by the rapidity within 24 hours of the court verdict, and while an appeal was known to be in process, this is politics with the gloves of it and bodes ill for our democracy. He has attached that Lok Sabha thing also. But whatever he's telling, rapidity within 24 hours, politics, this is telling because of his own politics only. Okay, because automatically when 2 years of jail, this thing, okay, 2 years of conviction, if somebody gets, automatically he is no longer an MP. Okay, there is a clause, and that clause I will show it to you. Okay, so whatever he is telling, he is doing his politics, and so people will feel like, okay, Modi government has now speeded up something. There's no speeded up, the clause itself is like that. Okay, automatically he loses the MP thing. So before going into that, you would have heard this Article 19 thing also in news, because everybody are tweeting like end of democracy, end of freedom of speech, this kind of thing. So you have to go back and revise this also. Article 19 of the Constitution, which protects the certain rights regarding the freedom of speech. Okay, that may be speech and expression, or assembling without this arms, then forming associations or unions, moving across the country, and then residing and settling in anywhere of the country. Now even in Jammu and Kashmir you can go because of the article being removed. And then any other thing. Okay, you go and have the profession also. Okay, go and have the profession in any place, trade in any place. All these are part of your thing, but that doesn't mean you go on the road and then do whatever you like. Okay, you can tell whatever about the prime minister, you can tell whatever about any common person. Leave the prime minister, a common person, you can tell any public figure, you can tell something. If they give a defamation case, then that doesn't come under this. Okay, because after this, okay, people read only the article up to this. After this, there is something written called law imposes reasonable restrictions. Okay, that can be like if you are hurting the sovereignty and integrity of India. That is why when somebody puts a Pakistani flag or tells like Pakistan is better than India, something you tell publicly, these are all hurting the sovereignty and integrity of India. Okay, then any relation with foreign states you go and spoil by telling something, or public order, decency, morality, anything which you are, just because of freedom of speech, you cannot tell whatever you like. Okay, there are reasonable restrictions written in the Constitution itself. This is actually the constitutional article. Okay, so here only defamation is also one clause. So anybody gives a case against defamation, you are bound to reply, or you should suffer for it. Okay, whatever happens, you have to suffer. So different articles are there, and all these articles I'll discuss very quickly in the next 5 to 10 minutes. So Rahul Gandhi disqualified from Lok Sabha day after conviction. Narendra Modi lists abuses hurled on him. A list of what opposition leaders have said about PM. So the entire things, bad things about him, whatever is told, that also I'll show you, but a list of few only. Then here is the election speech. Okay, what exactly happened? This 2019, what speech Rahul Gandhi gave that suddenly court gave a 2-year conviction for him? Okay, so that also we'll see the speech. And what are the laws under which Rahul Gandhi has been disqualified? Okay, and then the first one, the Gujarat court finds Rahul Gandhi guilty. What is the 2019 defamation case against him? Okay, this is what you have to know. What is the defamation case against him? So now this thing which happened, okay, it is by the Surat court, okay, Surat Sessions Court. It's not like the Gujarat High Court. The Surat Session Court has given this verdict. So the Court of Chief Judicial Magistrate H.H. Verma held Gandhi guilty under IPC section 499 and 500. And also after that, obviously, they are not going to put him in jail. You can obviously pay, I think 15,000 rupees or something he paid, and he got the bail. For the next 30 days, he can go and appeal in a higher court. Okay, but still that conviction is still there. Okay, still there, like 2 years jail term they have given. So that is why he is removed from the MP. So how it is removed, that also I'll show you. So first the clauses you see here, 499 and 500, that we'll see. What are these sections? 499 IPC defines what amounts to the criminal defamation. Okay, meaning what can all be the reason, like, or how can you defame someone? Okay, like speak anything or put any signs or visual representation or any posters or something which is published somewhere or spoken about a person with intentionally damaging somebody's reputation. Okay, and if something like the reputation only, anything reputation spoiling kind of thing in paper, in words, in publication, anywhere you do, that all is listed under section 499, and that is how Rahul Gandhi is also charged under this. Section 500 tells that imprisonment up to 2 years with or without fine for someone held guilty of criminal defamation. Okay, so it's like up to 2 years. It could have been even lesser, but that's where the politics has come in. Okay, they have purposely put it 2 years because when it is 2 years, the scenario changes. Okay, so that is what I'll explain in the next slide. So what happened in that speech, 2019, when elections rallies were going on across the India, he also went to Kolar, Karnataka, and was addressing the rally. Okay, there he told this particular thing. Okay, like one small question I want to ask you all people: how are the names of these thieves? Modi, that is Nirav Modi, Lalit Modi, Narendra Modi, and if you search a little more about Sare Modi niklenge, many more Modis will emerge. Okay, so this is the statement which he told, and Kannada translator, he was translating this also to the audience. So because this extra line which he told, if he simply told like, okay, Nirav Modi, Lalit Modi, or Vijay Mallya, these people are all ran out of the country, corruption, this and all is valid. Anybody can tell that because they are criminals and the criminal cases are going against them. Okay, but you have told the Prime Minister's name also, and he told an extra line like, this thing, okay, all the thieves have Modi surname, and many more Modis will emerge if you search. So that actually is problem in this country because there is a caste called Modi, okay, which has OBC status. Modi is a caste, a group of people in Gujarat. Okay, so that at the end of the slide, as part of history revision, I'll tell you one slide what is Modi and what are the people, what is their profession. But this is the thing which now has become the problem. Okay, so another person, it's not like Narendra Modi gave the case, somebody else, some other Modi person has given the case against him. And that is how the verdict has come. Okay, 2019 case, now finally the verdict has come. Okay, so we'll go into the details and the clauses, but the list of things, okay, which Modi also, he also is like very smart in when giving the rally speeches and all these things. So he listed down all the, like the bad words or whatever abuses he got from the different people, not only Rahul Gandhi, different people. Okay, like Chowkidar chor hai, Gabbar Singh tax for GST, then this Modi chor hai, Maut ka Saudagar, most stupid PM, Jawanon ka khoon ka dalal, Gaddafi, Mussolini, Hitler, Bhasmasur, Virus, Dawood, then Gandhi Nali Ka Keeda, Unpad Chai Wala, Gawar. Like this, lots are there. Okay, I just took like 10, 15 to fit into the slide. So like this, many were there. So obviously, when you tell a prime minister these many things, one day obviously it will backfire, right? Anybody can give a case. It's not like only politicians. A businessman can give, even you can give. Somebody purposely, if you are a public figure and somebody is telling about you, like you would have seen many actors, everybody give case. So defamation is a big thing, and that maybe out of his immaturity or whatever, he was going on telling in every speech. Even recently also, every speech you will see the same thing repeating. So this thing, okay, has backfired now. So now what happened is, we'll see that clauses, which is a polity part of UPSC students. So Article 102 of the Indian Constitution, it deals with the disqualification of MP from either House of the Parliament, that is Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, wherever Article 102 deals with it. Okay, so under that, the part 1 lists the reasons why an MP can be disqualified. So it can be like you are holding an office of profit. Okay, meaning another some office you are having other than if you are an MP and still you go and do some private job, you're owning a business or something and all, then that can be one clause of disqualifying you. Or unsound mind, or undischarged insolvent, or he's not a citizen, or maybe he purposely goes and takes a maybe Canada citizenship or Italian citizenship, then that also can be a reason. Okay, but these are not the reasons by which Rahul Gandhi has been put under this thing. Okay, he's not disqualified disqualified for all these reasons. He is disqualified because there is one more, the last clause, if you see, if he is so disqualified by under any law made by the parliament. So under other than what the constitution has listed, if there is a law existing, okay, in the country, and in that law there are some clauses that if it fits, then also you can be disqualified. So in Rahul Gandhi's case, this last point is what made him disqualified, and the law which you are talking about is Representation of People Act 1951, which is very, very important for your UPSC exam. So this one, why was this act made? It was made by Ambedkar, okay, made by Ambedkar in the 1950s. So it was made so that you have this conduct of election, any qualification, disqualification thing, any doubts and disputes, any corrupt practices in the election, somebody is influencing the elections, all those election related clauses was listed under this particular act, okay. So this is one way, constitution wise, and this is another way, Representation of People Act wise. There is one more way, which is the 10th schedule, which you would have studied. 10th schedule is a constitutional thing in which the defection is there, okay. Disqualification based on the ground of defection, meaning one person is like jumping from one party to another, or maybe you don't have enough this thing. There are many clauses under that, okay. It's like the jumping from here and there, party changing and all those things. So that is the third way. But now we are concerned about this one, okay. In Representation of People Act, now there are certain clauses which actually matched the situation, and immediately he lost his MP position, okay. So what are the provisions? We'll see. The first section 8(1) of this act tells like if you are engaged in enmity, promoting enmity between groups, bribery, undue influence, or anything like that, if you do in the election, okay, if you are trying to influence, then you will lose your MP seat, okay. So here actually Samajwadi Party in October 2022 only, he lost his seat in UP State Assembly, okay, because he was involved in a hate speech case, okay. He was promoting enmity or something, provoking violence, something he was doing. But defamation does not fall under this list. So Rahul Gandhi has not come under this one, but I'm just teaching you this clause, okay. Then section 8(2) is there, where again, if you are involved in hoarding, profiteering, adulteration, food or drugs, or any conviction like in under Dowry Act or something, you are involved and 6 months punishment you get, then also you lose your MP seat, okay. So this is section 8(2). Now section 8(3) is what is our interest, okay. So here, a person convicted of any offence sentenced to imprisonment for not less than 2 years shall be disqualified, okay. So that is what happened. Now the court purposely gave him 2 years imprisonment for that Modi dialogue, what he told, Modis are thief, that he told. So 2 years imprisonment, and it is any offence. So that way he is like under this provision, Rahul Gandhi has been disqualified, okay. He's been disqualified, but now he can actually reverse it. The disqualification can be reversed if the higher court grants a stay, meaning the Gujarat High Court or any other Supreme Court, they have to give a stay, okay. So the stay cannot merely be a suspension of sentence, but a stay of conviction, okay. So it's not like it is over and then you are like completely out of it, okay. That stay they cannot do, the higher court. But as of now, the conviction can be like stayed until you can be MP, you can continue to be MP. So that the higher court has to agree, okay. So that is what the next step obviously they will do. But again, there is a small twist and small thing which you have to learn here, okay. There was once upon a time a section 8(4) also. After 8(3) there was an 8(4) also. That is, disqualification takes effect only after 3 months have elapsed from the date of conviction, meaning this immediately, like Rahul Gandhi now lost his MP seat, right? That would not have happened if section 8(4) was there. Now it is not there. So that also is a very interesting story, I will tell you. So section 8(4) told that up to 3 months you are safe from this thing, and you can go for appeal in the High Court and all these things. So you need not lose your MP seat. This was the section 8(4), okay. But in a ruling in 2013, this Lily Thomas versus Union of India, Supreme Court struck down the section 8(4) of the RPA as unconstitutional, okay. Meaning 8(4) no longer exists. It is unconstitutional. They declared it, okay. It allowed so now this is what allowed the Lok Sabha Secretariat to immediately disqualify Rahul Gandhi, because this was declared unconstitutional. But the story is not over, okay. So this, as I told, seat automatically now falls vacant, okay, because 8(4) doesn't exist. Section 8(4) doesn't exist, okay. So here, what he has to do, what Rahul Gandhi has to do is, he has to first appeal before the Surat Session Court itself under this CRPC section, and then a subsequent appeal in the High Court, and then they have to stay it, and then only he can get back his MP position, okay. So meaning it's like releasing on a bail kind of thing only, okay. It's like the case is not over, but you can get back your MP position at least. That is the power which the appellate court has, the High Court has in this case, okay, in which it is Gujarat Court, okay. Now here another one thing you have to know, 2018 decision, that is Prahari versus Union of India, Supreme Court clarified that the disqualification will not operate from the date of stay of conviction by the appellate court. Meaning High Court will tell like tomorrow, suppose it will tell like, okay, we have put it on hold or stay, then he will become back the MP. Okay, he'll become back the MP because he has been given chance for appeal. Okay, but now I told you in the starting, the ordinance Rahul Gandhi tore could have saved him, meaning this immediate thing would have happened. So how is that and this connected? This 10-year-old thing, 2013 tearing of a paper, how is it connected to this issue? That we'll see. So we saw this Lily Thomas versus Union of India case in which that 2 years thing, immediate effect it will become, meaning the section 8.4 was made unconstitutional, right? But what happened is, that time when Supreme Court told this, the government did not stay silent. The UPA government, Congress government under Manmohan Singh, passed an ordinance. Ordinance is just like a law, okay, a temporary thing. So ordinance to negate the order, meaning they are telling bring back section 8.4, okay. Bring back section 8.4. An ordinance was passed by Manmohan Singh. Okay, why he was doing? To protect the Congress ally Lalu Prasad Yadav, because that time fodder scam case was going on. So they wanted to protect Lalu Prasad Yadav's MP position. So that is why they did it, because before that only the Congress leader, the Rajya Sabha MP, some person, immediate disqualification he had faced. Why? Because the section 8.4 is gone, right? It is unconstitutional now, it has gone. So at least to save Lalu Prasad Yadav, they passed an ordinance. Okay, let's protect our person. So we'll get that 30 days time or 3 months time and we can save the person's MP this thing. Okay, this was the intention of UPA government. Even BJP, everybody, opposition will definitely criticize that you are trying to save Lalu Prasad Yadav, you are passing this ordinance just to protect the corrupt people. This kind of things happened. Okay, so now that is where this Rahul Gandhi's maybe childishness or immaturity or their lack of planning, that backfired. Okay. So what happened is, days after the ordinance was passed, September 27, Rahul made a surprise dramatic entry at a press event of the party in Delhi. There, in a major embarrassment for PM Manmohan Singh and his cabinet colleagues, Rahul publicly castigated the UPA government over the ordinance. Okay, meaning it's like going against completely. Okay, calling it a complete nonsense and said it should be torn and thrown out. He just did not tell it, he actually did it also. Okay, and then he was trying to actually tell like everybody does this, every party tries to protect their allies and all, but we should try to stop this nonsense. He was just trying to tell like, okay, we don't support corrupt people, we are like against corruption, because by the time is like 2014 election is coming in the next 5-6 months. So that is why he had to do all this stunt. Okay, so he told we should stop making these kind of compromises, and Congress party, we will not stand or we will not support this corruption thing. I personally feel that the ordinance is wrong. Okay, he personally feel the ordinance which is concerned here is wrong, and he tore it off in public and threw it away. But the twist is that time Manmohan Singh is not even there in India. Okay, Manmohan Singh was actually went to USA. Okay, so now what Rahul was attempting, that time that many allegations, the scam, the 2G scam, the coal scam, other scam, helicopter scam, every kind of, I think 9-10 scams was there in news that time, and that is why they lost the elections also. The Congress party lost the election 2014 and then Prime Minister Modi came to power because of that only. So because to protect all this and to keep the party morale high, the workers morale high, and to go to electorate with a clean image, Rahul was attempting this stunt. Okay, whatever he did, the stunt. But problem was, as I told, it backfired. Okay, it actually had a negative or opposite reaction. Okay, because it is like you are going against the PM's authority. PM has signed an ordinance and you are like, government is going one way and party is going another way. This was the impression which came out. Okay, and that is why finally they lost also. So like this many blunders they have done in those days, and that is why they lost the elections and now they are not coming back to power also. So Rahul is also reported to have sent a letter to PM. Okay, meaning after the incident, like it was a spur of the moment, it just happened that time. But still I strongly believe in what he has said. That's what he told. Okay, and in October 2, after Manmohan Singh came back, okay, after came back from USA, they decided we will withdraw the ordinance. Okay, withdraw the ordinance means what? Section 8.4 doesn't exist. Okay, because they were trying to negate it and bring back 8.4. But because he tore that paper, he took this paper and threw it, 8.4 now doesn't exist. Whatever court in that Lilly versus Union government, that case, it stays. And so Rahul Gandhi is now immediately losing his MP position. Okay, so now the last slide, I will just tell you for your history sake also, the caste. Okay, the Modi is a name of a community whose origins is like a nomadic tribe, and they are into oil making business and they are settled in Gujarat. Okay, and that doesn't mean they are not outside. They are there in several states like Rajasthan, Madhya Pradesh, Haryana, Jharkhand and all. And the Modis have arrived from Gujarat in North India in 15th-16th century as a nomadic tribe, and they got the OBC tag in 1994 also. Okay, and traditionally they are settled here since 15th-16th century, profession of grinding groundnut and sesame into oil and trading in the same. Okay, and they are also called the Sateli Ganchi oil maker community, and they are under the caste of Modvanik or Vania or Bania in the state. Okay, so this, and one more thing, they never faced any, even though like they are maybe lower caste, they are not facing anything like upper caste is forcing them or give away their money or their oil or anything. Nothing says that is there. Okay, only thing is they were not big people in politics and all, but they doing their own businesses. Okay, and under Modi's, you can tell two subset is there. One is the one who extract the oil or work on the oil, and one is the one who trades it. Okay, the Banya trader community. And is this oil thing, these people are the ones who got OBC status. Okay, not the other one. These are the ones who got this thing. And even the Banya trader, because of the trading and all, they have got special economic status also. So both have some kind of reservations, you can tell. Okay, and so if you see, these people are locally and manually managing all their oil business, and these Modis are trading between different places, and they are into trading and money lending also. Okay, now the new Nirav Modi and all these things you see, they are telling it would have come from the that Bania group only, Bania subsect of the Modi. From there only this Nirav Modi and this big businessmen have arisen. So this is the story of the Modis. So now what you will see in the next upcoming days is that all these Congress people will be on the road, democracy is down. Then even today in the this thing, it happened in the Lok Sabha, people were raising placards on the speaker's face like, we fought British, we will fight RSS and Modi also. Stop injustice to Rahul Gandhi MP, and these kind of things. Now he's not an MP, you cannot call him an MP, he's ex-MP until the High Court stays the conviction. So this all these things you will see, especially in states like Kerala, Tamil Nadu and all, maybe even hartals and strikes will come, because they don't need any particular reason for strike. Okay, in a year at least 50 hartals are there in Kerala. So maybe because to support this thing, we can see such things in a protest. Okay, that is what is going to happen. If any more important things comes, I'll make the next video. So thank you. Have a nice day.